Yeah. Slow advance, advance, slow, advance, slow, tip up, sorry, tip down, stop.
She finished. What did he say? Sorry, it wasn't on the list.
Off you go.
Swap over, take the scope out. Swap.
You take the scope.
Okay. Your turn.
It's like somebody else doing the procedure, and while you're looking at it, you say, okay, now you do this, now you do that.
He can't do anything until you tell him. I'll let you off with insert.
Advance, striking left thought.
Stop! Slightly. You said slightly. There's no where's slightly on there?
There's no left.
You can say there. Very careful.
I'll be the same.
You'll be the same. Then we'll swap over.
Put in a scope.
This word is not here.
No, because insert is here.
Insert is also not here.
That's fine.
Let me off with insert.
Yeah, let me
Okay.
Advance. Left off. Advance.
Pick up.
Advance. Left off.
Stop! You said it twice. I'll let you off the first time. Where on there does it say left arm for anti-clockwise?
Clockwise, anti-clockwise, tip left, tip right.
You take the scope now, my friend.
Take the scope.
आपने तो मेरे कहने से पहले इंट्रोड्यूस
Certainly.
insert the scope. Advance, 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 tip left.
Stop! Did you get it wrong? No, you didn't get it wrong. See, saying something, when you speak, you suddenly think, oh, that is wrong. I just thought I'd do it to see what it said. He now question himself. You didn't do anything wrong. You didn't do anything wrong. I just said it because all of a sudden you're questioning yourself. That's Dave, you're still in.
Advance and tip left. Tip up. 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 Left.
Stop! He said left. He said left on its own. Left, tip left is what you said.
One step. Just like the
No, tip left, tip
You have to
left.
say tip left, not
Word
left.
flow way different.
Tip left. Not left. Just you have to say tip left, you have to follow those.
Yeah.
So let's go around. Who's not worked with who? Yeah. You get the scope.
सर ये क्या करा था मैंने लेफ्ट कहा है सर
फिर जो कुछ यहाँ लिखा है you have to say that.
इसी तरह बोला है
Yes, so if you just say left alone, then it's mistake. So you have to see exactly the same word.
ताकि आपका ट्रेनिंग कंफ्यूज ना हो, आपकी टर्मिनोलॉजी और लेफ्ट में क्या लेफ्ट से क्या आप लेफ्ट को जब स्कोप को उठा के लेफ्ट करें किस चीज को लेफ्ट करना है, ठीक है? So the terminology has to be the same.
Whether it's this or whatever, but you just follow.
Insert please. Please is not there.
No.
Please is very good.
Slow advance.
So advanced, that's fine. Put the two together.
I've already told my slow advance. Yeah, advance. Anti-clockwise. Talk anti-clockwise. Stop. Slow advance. clockwise stop, clockwise stop, tip up, tip up, tip up, slow advance, tip down, slowly pull back, tip down, tip down, tip down, slow advance, tip down, slowly pull back, advance, tip up, anti-clockwise stop, clockwise stop, tip up, advance, tip down, advance, clockwise stop, advance, clockwise stop, tip up, clockwise stop, advance, stop.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. Now, we're going to stop on a positive.
Did the driving come back?
No, you got
He stopped me.
I stopped him.
Ah.
No, he didn't. He did his 2 minutes.
Can I put
You can
back
take
the
it out.
song?
I can take it out. Now, how hard was that?
Well, it is hard because of the using these certain words. Because we don't used to use these words. Actually, usually I do it with my trainees, but in Urdu. And in Urdu, but this is what I learned. There should be some specific word, either in Urdu or English. So it would be helpful for the trainee as well as for me to speak some specific words. So it is hard. I have to concentrate on that. So it is hard.
But this is just a framework.
Yeah.
So a trainee might not be at your level. So tip up to you, you understand.
Yeah.
What is tip up? Tip up is big wheel back.
Yeah.
So someone starting out, I don't say tip up. Someone
Right.
starting out, I'll say slowly pull the big wheel back.
Yeah.
So I don't use that.
Yeah.
So what you've got to do, what I'm saying to you is this afternoon, just because I'm saying I'd like you to use these as a framework, portal, depending on the trainee's experience, you may adjust the words accordingly.
Right.
That's when you come back and then you reform the room. You've aligned your agendas, but because this person's only done 10, they might need a little bit more guidance and support of what to do with the scope. So sometimes they might get confused what tip up means.
Yeah.
So I will be telling them, practically, you thumb on the big wheel and draw it backwards. So pull the big wheel back, push the big wheel forward. That counts for tip up, tip down. You're not putting everybody in the same box. That's what you've got to think of. This is just about giving you a framework for the average standard procedures. Quite right what you're saying about Urdu, you'll use specific words. But all I'm asking you to do is think about this is a set of terminology that we use, you'll hear commonly used, and these are the common terms. So in saying common terms, it doesn't mean the only terms. Alright? Happy? Look happy. Now, you'd have all failed, but I got Wazim to come up and do it, because Wazim will just go and he tells you exactly what to do. And what I'm trying to say to you is, it's not about being a consultant that only consultants can do it. It's not about that. These guys know what to do as well. So when you've got very experienced tech guys and nurses in the room, those guys have seen Sasa do a procedure, your stuff, and then they said, well, if you thought of doing this, and you say, no, why would I want to do that? Dr. Sasa does that. And then you'll think, okay, it's good enough for Dr. Sasa, it's good enough for me.
Yeah.
Oh, it works. So take the hint.
From this guy.
Sometimes when you are doing it, you are focused on one thing. You're not looking at the whole perspective. But they are there. They are having a whole perspective, and they'll give you very good advice that will get you through.
So, what am I going to do now? What's the next thing I'm going to do? What am I going to do right now?
further practice of the same thing by
I
everyone.
said to you, we're done. What am I going to do now?
Then you can move towards.
How did that make you feel? How did doing that make you feel?
whatever I have done key elements.
So, what did you think you did well there? What do you think you did well there?
I performed well as a candidate.
You didn't do your brief.
I was briefed.
So I fed back to him. So what you did well is that you didn't want him to fail, and you didn't want us to fail, and you were confused.
Yeah.
You felt, oh, I can't do this to him. I can't do this to him. And I'm going, you can do this to him. Next time I'll get it. I didn't want him to do it. That's the end. That's how it's going to be. Because if you go, you've got to really understand that you've got to think about what that scenario is. It's about playing safe. So I'm looking at now is, when I end the session, how did that make you feel? What could you have done better, think about it? What I think you could have done better. How do you think, what would you do differently next time? You just do it next time. And I'll tell you what, what's the take-home message? The take-home message from all of this is safety. Safety
On the patient.
on the back of having some common terms.
Right.
Happy with that? Let's go back to the room. We're getting close to finishing the morning session.
You want to support that? Yeah.
All the way.